My name is Engineer Humphrey Waitoma. I'm from Benin, and I came to pay back what I promised the Lord I would do. This year, I was praying to God that God will help to open up some things for me in my career and where I was working. And to cut the long story short, in May, I was appointed Acting Director of Works and Fiscal Planning. And as that went on, I told Lord, I have been kept in one area for some time. Because of the book, the staff regulation book, I lost 4 years of my career in where I was working. I had to do a particular level that was not other people in other cadre, accountants, technical people, they don't go through that level. But I had to do it for 4 years. So I stayed, cry as I would, they said, but that's the way the book was. That was about some year 2015 or thereabouts. Come 2022, I was faced with that same dilemma again. After moving from there to another level, to go through that same thing again. But somehow, Pastor Jerry started talking. Said, look, I'm 10 years in one day.
10 years in one day.
Somehow, the Lord spoke for me. Council decided to review the books, and God placed people who listened to our proposals, and eventually it was done. It was approved at all levels, and the beauty of it was that I was asking for one thing, praying all my heart out, but the Lord gave me double. And so I accounted for that 10, that 4 years that I had missed before. Now where I am now, I was catapulted to the post of Deputy Director. Just like that, and the Lord helped me. The next one was my career as an engineer. I'm a practicing engineer. And the highest honor you can ever give as one that practices engineering in Nigeria is to become a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I had it in my spirit very strong. I was praying. Jerry was always saying all those that, look, you will get it. Prayed. But I didn't have the resources to be able to do it. When I found out what it cost, at that time I didn't have it. But when I prayed, I said, it can be done. It will be done. The Lord helped me. And eventually, last Monday, I was conferred with that honor as a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So I'm at the peak of my career. All this in just less than 24 months of I'm joining this ministry. Now, in my formative years as an NSPPD in January 2023, I will watch the NSPPD and I will be looking at Pastor okay, I had only 20,000 naira in my account crossing over to 2023. What will I do? So much plans. I mean, by my plan, I was supposed to get married that year and all that, but I didn't see how it would happen. I applied for, I sent a job for a contract, and somehow I was told that I got it. All right, but that's not the miracle. See what happened. The very next day after that, Pastor Jay started talking, it will enter, you will have it, and all that stuff. And guess what? I laughed. What did I laughed like Sarah. I said, Oga, this your prayer came late. I got the thing. Sorry, I got the thing. Like, the next day, what happened? The guy called me and said, no, we're revoking that. We're not going to give it to you. And I started praying. God help me. That was just a six-figure contract. So I said, God, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed like that. I'm so sorry. And all that. But anyway, go down the line. On the 5th of January, I was following the prayers and everything. What happened? I started hearing Pastor Jerry speak in tongues. And I started following it. And Pastor Jerry was speaking my language. Benin. He would go, Orobosa. Like that. I was like, hey, okay. I went to my checklist and I ticked it. So at least, thank God, I'm not entering spiritual one chance. This ministry is okay. So I did that. Do you know, just a few days after that time, this same person calls me and says, oh, that program that we have, do you remember what you sent to us in July 2022? I know you have forgotten. Go and bring it out. That is the solution to our problem. Go and bring it out. And I quote, he said, dust it where it has been covered in dust. Bring it out from where it is and represent it to us. And I said, okay. Once that happened, I knew that thing that I saw, or rather I heard Pastor Jerry say, was my kairos. Orobosa means it is in the hand of God. About 5 times he said that on the 5th of January. And he said that, I was like, wow, this is it. And I said, thank God though. Now, I went to go and prepare the paper. While I was in business center, the only thing just said, sorry, my boy, are you going to put this in the way it is? That is the price of 2022 now. Things have changed. Why not you? So I had to rework that thing all over again. I did everything, sent it, was processed, and I got the job. It went to 8 figures. I was praying for my wedding, of course, after getting that kind of money in February. I mean, I can marry now, Abby. So anyway, preparing for my wedding. My wedding was June the 3rd at Ebonyi. We left Benin for Ebonyi on the 2nd. My mom and some friends and all that. But before then, in sometime late May, I experienced the O8 prayer.
You will not receive my body or the body of my loved one.
On that 2nd of June, as we approach Asaba, we just to slow down for the custom checkpoints and all that from Benin, we heard a small pop sound in the bus. What was that? What was that? You know, the driver went to apply the brakes, he put it down, it didn't hold. Put it again, it didn't hold. So I turned back and told everybody, man, I said, look, the brake has failed, brace up for impact. So somehow he tried to maneuver and the vehicle somersaulted. Miracle number 1, it landed on all 4 fours. Miracle number 2, it landed in a pool of water. So in case there was any explosion, all those things you are seeing around there, all the drinks and all that I was taking for the wedding. But you see, I like this picture. You know why I like this picture? Here I am there. Nothing missing, nothing broken. Not a scratch on my mom. She had glass broken over, she just dusted it and put it back on and all that, not a scratch. We continued and we went for the, of course, my wife didn't know what was happening. You know, we went for the wedding, and that wedding was the best wedding. As a matter of fact, it was just too much. So many things happened. So many things happened. I just want to thank God for this ministry. You know, I was a skeptic, I must tell you, but somehow I've gone beyond that. You know, I was a member of the Nicodemus Club of NSPPD, but now, when the prayer over us will come out, now I have repented. I'm no longer Nicodemus. You know, just thank God with me. A turnaround in such a short time is unimaginable. I could say go on and on, but these are just the ones I can remember. And I just say, please thank God with me. What God cannot do, does not.
NSPPD, celebrate our God. Celebrate. Celebrate.